Welcome to the Kate Bond Middle School Virtual Kickstart Meeting. Thank you for joining us for today's live session. This presentation video will be available on our school website and on the Kodiak channel for you to review, along with a PDF file of the presentation slides that will allow you to click on the embedded links and access all additional content. Our school telephone lines are open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., and our school website is updated regularly to keep you informed and connected with our school and district. Now, a message from Shelby County School Superintendent, Dr. Joris Ray.
Greetings, awesome Shelby County Schools families. I am so excited to welcome you back to the best school year ever. Monday, August 31st, will kick off a year like none that we've ever experienced. Thanks to you and thousands of dedicated Shelby County Schools employees, we are ready to embrace this new virtual world together. Even though students can't be in our classrooms or hallways, yet our principals and teachers are ready to welcome everyone back with exceptional hospitality and grace. As you support your student in their virtual work, I also ask that you extend grace in these unprecedented times as well. None of us asked to have our world turned upside down, but now it's up to us to make the most of this moment in time. Strong schools go hand in hand with a strong community. Last week, you came out in record-breaking numbers during device deployment. You've called and emailed and tweeted your encouragement in ways that our staff has deeply appreciated. You set up areas in your homes from which virtual learning can occur. You've truly been wind beneath the wings of the district. Now it's time to start the new school year. It's likely we won't always get everything perfect, but we will always be working to make sure we're doing what is best for your children. Thank you for your support, because you know that we are stronger together. Coronavirus would not defeat us. We are 901.
Welcome to Kate Bond Middle School. My name is Dr. Christopher Murrah, and I am proud to serve as your principal. I hope you had a great summer. Certainly, we have been experiencing an historical event with the COVID-19 pandemic, and it will shape our future and give us some stories to tell future generations. In a positive light, this time has helped us realize the importance of family and faith, and it has prepared us to accept that while life changes in an instant, such as the 1918 flu pandemic, the bombing of Pearl Harbor, 9/11, and now COVID-19. With each of these events and countless others, we have found our way, and we know we can face obstacles and overcome them more successful than before. And without a doubt, Kate Bond Middle School and you will walk this journey and be stronger than ever before. There is no doubt that we are making history. You are part of this groundbreaking experience, and this should be an exciting time for us all. School will be different. It'll look different, and it will feel different. But at the heart of it will be you, your eagerness and willingness to learn, and a great group of teachers who have been preparing for this new start all summer. Your teachers have missed you, and they too are eager to be back with you virtually and help you realize your greatest potentials. I'm excited to say that at this time, most of you have your new Surface Gos. And I have to say that it is a dream come true that every student will have a device and equal access to everything education has to offer. It's our common goal to use this new technology in every way possible. The first step in this process will be to ensure that you can log into your device and access the Teams platform. Teams will be the place where you experience your virtual classrooms on a daily basis. Each of you will have a team or virtual class for every content you are a part of. If you weren't able to take part in last night's team training, Please plan to tune in on Sunday night at 6 p.m. And with just a little practice, what seems to be overwhelming will quickly become easy and feel like second nature. In addition to the live training last night and again this Sunday night, we have posted how-to videos on our website that you can look at as many times as you need to until you feel comfortable. For all of our students, we will take it one day at a time. And we know that the technology may not always work like we want it to. We know the internet will sometimes be slow and sometimes disappear. We will have procedures in place to ensure you don't miss anything when this happens. And when this occurs, please follow the procedures for letting your teacher know that you are having a technical issue. It is important that you log into every class, every day on time. Attendance and tardies will be taken just like when we are in the building for school. So it is imperative that you show up every day. And parents, we know you will also have questions, and I want you to know that we are here to help you. When you have a question about class, please email the teacher directly. The teacher is the best person to address questions about his or her class. And we understand that sometimes you may need additional support. And when that is the case, please email your grade level counselor or administrator. And please know I am always here to help you in any way that I can. So if you have questions or concerns beyond the classroom or need additional support, or if you have a general school question or need to ask about shot records or registration, we have set up a special email address for you. In order to ensure that you get the best service possible and get your questions and concerns addressed by the right person, we are asking that you email us at our new address, katebondms.support@scsk12.org. And we will direct your email to the right person to get you the help that you are looking for. We will continue to communicate with you through the Blackboard Messenger system with texts and emails, and we promise to do our best to keep you in the loop. Now more than ever, it will take each of us, teachers and administrators, students and parents, to be more actively involved in each child's education than ever before. I know we will rise to the challenge, and I certainly appreciate your continued support, flexibility, patience, and faith in us to provide your child with a world-class education. We are excited and eager to begin the new school year. So once again, I welcome you to Cape Bond Middle School.
And now it's time to meet the team, starting with our front office staff. Here is your Cape Bond Middle School specialty staff. Your Kate Bond Middle School instructional assistants. Meet your school counseling staff. our special education and CLUE staff. Here are our English as a second language teachers.
Hi, I'm Teresa Schmidt. I'm the administrator for the 8th grade Hall of Stars, and I would like to welcome you to the 2020 school year here at Kate Bond. It will be like nothing you have ever seen before. Virtual learning is new for all of us. No one has ever tried to learn during a pandemic. No one has ever parented during a pandemic. No one has ever taught during a pandemic, and certainly no one has ever tried to operate a school during a pandemic. So let's give each other a little grace. We are all learning how to do this together. And even though students will be at home, it's still school. Proper conduct will be expected, and respect for each other will help us all succeed. We will only get what we put into this school year, so students, parents, and faculty have to try and be prepared for mistakes. Mistakes are not bad. They are proof that we are learning. We must all be flexible and stay optimistic. A very special man once told me, lead from your heart. Leading from my heart means embracing that I work with teenagers and parents and teachers who are all people with names and goals and hopes and problems. They are not test scores or numbers or an interruption to my workday. Forming personal relationships with people is my job, because by doing that, I can ensure we have a successful school year. And success this year will be very simple. We survived a pandemic. We are all in this endeavor together, and we can only succeed together. I would like to leave you with a play on the words of Captain James Tiberius Kirk. Virtual school, the final frontier. These are the journeys of the Hall of Stars. It's a 180-day mission to explore strange new educational platforms, to seek out new opportunities and new instruction, to boldly go where no student or teacher has gone before. Welcome to your final year at Kate Bond.
Here is the Kate Bond Middle School exploratory team. While students are not required to wear traditional uniforms at this time, there is a virtual dress code. Please take a moment to familiarize yourself with this information before classes begin. You can click on the link at the bottom to visit the Shelby County School policy on virtual dress codes. Our student code of conduct is the same, but there are a few new points to guide our virtual behavior. And remember, Kodiak's roar. Act responsibly, take ownership, be accepting, and show respect. You can click in the center of the page to view the Parents' Virtual Conduct Guide. Need help with technology? SCS is here to assist students and families with technical issues and questions about virtual learning platforms. Their support hotline is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Simply dial 901-416-5300. For additional videos and getting started guides, you can click on the link at the bottom. If you lose power, please feel free to contact our front office at 901-416-0640 so we can properly code your absence. Students who receive IEP and RTI-2 support will continue to receive the same hours of service while in the virtual environment. Every student in the school is assigned an intervention and exploratory class. Please review your child's schedule for details. Our CLUE services will continue in the virtual environment. Students will receive approximately 5 hours of gifted services per week, depending on school period lengths and other information. Visit clue901.com/parents for additional information. Social and emotional learning, or SEL, is the process through which children and adults understand and manage emotions, set and achieve positive goals, feel and show empathy for others, establish and maintain positive relationships, and make responsible decisions. KBMS will fully support the social and emotional needs of our students, and our school counselors and social worker will be available during this virtual period. Feel free to click on the video of your choice to view SEL videos for parents. There's a video in English and a video in Spanish. New social emotional support lines are available for students and families. Call the 24-hour informational line at 901-416-2266 for pre-recorded messages. And beginning April 16th, a live SEL support line will be available at the new number 901-416-8484. You'll be able to call Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and speak with a member of the SCS Mental Health Center. Additional information can be found through the link at the bottom of this page. Some extracurricular activities will be available during virtual learning. Please check the school's Kodiak channel daily for school announcements. The Kodiak channel can be accessed using the link in the center of this page or from our school website. Fall sports, which is girls soccer, girls volleyball, and football, will begin conditioning on September 9th. Please stay tuned for more information. Open House 2020 will be held on September 15th. More details are coming. And now a video prepared by Ms. Rickman on navigating the first days of school.
How to access Microsoft Teams and other important information that you need for Cape Bond Middle School. My name is Ms. Rickman, and I'm going to be walking you through how to log in to the Office 365 portal, how to access your Teams, and how to navigate through some of those tabs. So how do you get to Office 365? Well, you'll go to the website, edugoodies.com/SCS. So if I click on this, it'll take you to EduGoodies. Okay, and you'll see you have the Office 365 portal here, and you also have the Clever portal here. And those are portals that you will actually use as students. Okay, once you log into this Office 365 portal, you'll notice that it asks you for your email for your sign-in. For you guys, when you log in for the very first time to Office 365, you are going to use your student ID followed by @student.scsk12.org. So for example, if my number was 123456, I would enter 123456 at student.scsk12.org. So I would come here and I would enter 123456 at student.scsk12.org. Then I would click next. So because I don't have a correct username, I just made that up. It's telling me that my username is incorrect, which is fine. Once you click next, you're actually going to enter your password. Your password is going to be your complete birth date. So for example, my birthday is January 24th, 1980. So my password would be 01241980. Once you enter your username and password, you're going to click sign in. It may tell you that more information is required. So once you enter that password, you click sign in. If it says more information is required, just click next. And if it asks you all this information about not losing your account, all you got to do is click cancel. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about losing that account, okay? Once you have entered all of this and you've entered Microsoft Office 365, it's going to kind of look like this. Now, I have a lot more information than you're going to have when you first log in because I've been sharing things and adding things to my Office 365 for a while. So if you look down here, down the side, you'll notice all of the icons. So you have access to Microsoft Word. So if you want to do a paper and you need to access that, it's right here. PowerPoint, you can access that to create a PowerPoint presentation for your class. And then you can click on Microsoft Teams. So that is what we are going to focus on today. So Microsoft Teams. So I'm going to click on this, and it's going to take me to my Teams page. So it automatically pulls up the very first team when you log in, okay? So if I click on Teams right here, it takes me to my Teams page. And when you log into your Teams page, you will be able to see every single team that you have been added to by your teachers. Now, obviously, I have a lot of extra teams on here that you guys are not going to have. So you should see, if you have me for second period, you would see Miss Rickman Science second period on your screen. Then your next class might be Miss Hildebrand. The next class might be Miss Rader, and so on. So you would see a different list than I see because I am added to a lot more teams than you guys will be. But you'll see a list of all of your teams. If you don't like the way in which they're ordered or they're not put in class period order, you can just right click, grab it, and move it around the screen wherever you want it, okay? You have the ability to do that just to adjust it and move it around the screen so that it is in order for you. So let's click on Miss Rickman Science. So you see that we have posts here. Anything that I am going to give my students, it will all be up here in these tabs. Anything that my students need access to will all be up here in these tabs. So we got posts, files, our class notebook, assignments, grades. I also have my class website here, and a few other things. So anything that I need my class to access, it will be in these tabs. And that will be the same with your other classes as well. So whatever your teachers want you to have access to, it will all be up here. So you won't have to go to a bunch of different websites. Everything will be available for you on Microsoft Teams. So if something happens, and let's say Microsoft Teams is down for maintenance or something happens and we get kicked off, That is going to be something that your teachers will let you know what their backup plan is if something happens and Microsoft Teams is down for any reason. Your teachers will let you know how to do that. For me, it's going to be through my website to access that information. I'm going to take you to one of my other teams here that I have been added as a student. So you can kind of see the student view. So you notice that the students actually see similar to what I was looking at. So all these, everything that I post or everything that I put in or everything Ms. Morris put in, you notice I can see here. I can go to the class notebook, and if I click on class notebook, where all of my information will be stored, you notice I can see the collaboration space because that is where everybody can work together. I can see the content library. In the content library, she can add files and reference sheets for students to use. Now I can look at these and I can use them, but I cannot edit these in any way. So I can see all of these and all the information, but I can't write on it. I can't do anything with it. The content library is simply for you to have anything that you need access to. So if you accidentally delete something out of your notebook, or if you need to read something that all the entire class gets to read, that's going to be in your content library. You cannot make any edits to that. Now, you can make edits to your notebook. So notice that the only name that I see on here is my name. I will not be able to see anyone else's notebook. My notebook is my notebook, and I can't see anyone else's. So I have information on here, things that the teacher put in, modules and things that she has put in here. So if I scroll down to this, and you see that she's got the module for this. So if I know that this is, I should be able to write on this, and I don't know why I can't. So you should be able to write on the things that they put in there. If they give it to you as an assignment, you should be able to do that as well. Speaking of assignments, let's click the assignment tab. I was given one assignment, and this assignment I already did, and I turned back into Mrs. Morris. Okay. So if I turn this into her, let me click close over here. If I turn this in, okay, so I click, say I'm done. I've done all the work that I want to do. I've added everything that I needed to add. You can also add work here. If, let's say, you did something on a separate sheet of paper and you decided that you wanted to type it up in Word, or you wanted to do your answer somewhere else, you can add your work here. And then I'm going to click, let's say I added everything. I'm going to click Turn In. Okay. That means that it has gone to your teacher. Now I can undo this. If I feel like I made a mistake and I turned it in on accident, I can undo the turn in. Okay. So if you accidentally click that button and you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't do any work, you can click that button and undo that. Okay. But you still have to turn that work in by the time that you're done. So you can click on grades after the teacher has graded it, after the teacher has turned it back into you. You can see the status. So the status is I've turned in this assignment, but it has not been graded yet. Once it's been graded, that grade will pop up right here and let me know how I did. Okay. So you see that Miss Morris has some things for her students. So she's got accountable talk on here, and that's going to open up. Oop, I need to sign into SharePoint. So some of these are not opening up because I haven't opened SharePoint yet, and that's okay, because you guys can do that, because if you look on here, you'll see you've got SharePoint right here, so you'll be able to do that. But you get the idea. So the class notebook, when you have that open, you can only see your class notebook. You can see the content library. You can see the collaboration space. You cannot see anyone else's notebook but your own. All the teachers should have all of their information on their page. So all the tabs at the top should be things that you need or you will need to access, such as websites and things like that. Well, what about your class meetings? So for class meetings, most of us will schedule a meeting. And it will either be right here. If you notice right here, there is a scheduled meeting. Now, I know that says 8 o'clock instead of 8:10. I just kind of created a meeting really quickly so that you guys could see what it was like. So you can either click here and it'll say join when it's time to join that meeting. Okay. Oops, sorry. It'll say join at the bottom when it's time to join the meeting. So once I've opened the meeting up and you're ready to join, you can click join. Or if you open your calendar and you go to the week of the 31st, you scroll up to 8 a.m., you'll notice that it says Rickman second period science. So we've already scheduled a meeting for that day. So they would click on that and that's how they would join the meeting. So there are two options to joining a meeting. You can click your calendar, or you can simply get into the team and look to see if there's a join button down here. Okay. So there should be, you should have the ability to join a meeting if you just scroll down to the bottom of the post and you'll see where it says join whenever you're ready to get into the class. So our virtual schedule. Usually we would have staggered lunches and everything would be different. But since we are virtual, everybody has the exact same schedule. So we are going to be an 8 to 3 school instead of 8:15 to 3:15. So check-in in the morning is going to be from 8 to 8:10. Now your homeroom class and your second period class should be the same. This is not always the case, but they should be the same. So we have second period from 8:10 to 9, then third from 9:05 to 9:55, and so on. Each class period is going to be 50 minutes in length. We will all go to lunch at the same time, so everyone goes to lunch from 11:45 to 12:15. And the end of the day is 3 o'clock. So let's take a look at an actual schedule. So here is a schedule that you guys might see in your Power School. And you notice that I am listed as the homeroom teacher, right? So homeroom is technically first period, okay? This is technically our first period of the day. So this is going to be our 8 o'clock to 8:10 class. And you notice that homeroom and second period are the same. So they'll stay in second period until 9 o'clock. Then third period, they will go to Mr. Palladino for performing band. Fourth period, during that time block, they will go to the team that is Miss Miller's team for visual arts. Then during our fifth period block, they would go to Miss Rader's ELA class. In the sixth period block of time, they would go to Miss Boylan's pre-algebra class. In the seventh period block of time, they would see Miss Hildebrand for social studies. And during eighth period, they would see Miss Wilson in intervention. Notice that it has lunch down here at the bottom. Lunch is still going to be at the same time, even though it's written at the bottom, and I know it seems a little bit confusing, but everybody is going to be 11:45 to 12:15 lunch. That's not going to change. So the time of that does not change. It's just written at the bottom of the schedule because it's not technically a class. So everybody has the same schedule. Everybody goes at the same time. Everybody has lunch at the same time. We have 5 minutes between each of the core classes and each of those, except for homeroom. That's the only time we don't have a 5-minute break because everybody's homeroom and second period are pretty much the same. We have 5-minute intervals between each class. So you've got 5 minutes to use the restroom if you want to use the restroom. You have 5 minutes to get to your next virtual class. If you have any issues, the best thing to do if you have any problems is to make sure that you have a way to reach your teacher. We know that the first couple of days, especially with new technology, can be tedious and it can be difficult. Technology doesn't always work for us, and that's okay. Things happen, but make sure you have a way to reach your teacher, whether that is through email, whether that is through their Google Voice text, whether it is through Remind. Be able to reach them to let them know, hey, I'm trying to get on, but I'm having issues. That way they can help you troubleshoot, or they can send you the information for the class period. But you have to check in with them because we do have to take attendance every day. Attendance is still mandatory for every single class. So if you're having issues and you can't log on, still check in with your teacher to let them know what's going on.
Here are a few tips on how parents can support a positive virtual learning experience. Define and discuss daily, weekly, and overall course goals. Set a daily schedule and lead by example by following it rigorously. Encourage socialization during virtual activities and online discussions. Have an open line of communication with the teacher and your child. Class attendance requirements remain in place during our virtual learning period. In the event of an absence, parents are required to email our attendance clerk, Ms. Wendy Hanna, with the reason for the absence. Be sure to review the SCS attendance policy by clicking the links in this slide.
My name is Asnath Walker. I am the cafeteria manager here at Cape Bond Middle. I am pleased to serve your children this year. I am here to discuss our bulk meal distribution. Our children will still be receiving breakfast and they still will receive lunch. The lunch will be in a frozen state. You can go onto our SCS website and you can pull up our instructions for heating the food to make sure that it's heated properly for the children. You will receive 5 breakfast meals and you will receive 5 lunch meals. They will be given in a bulk distribution on Thursdays. Our time frame for that is 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and also 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And if you cannot make it out to us on Thursdays, we are allowing an extra time slot for Fridays from 7 to 9. We have instructions on the SCS website for your cooking instructions of the meal items that are provided to the children to ensure proper cooking for the children. And I look forward to servicing you all, and I hope you have a great year.
Students and parents can contact our homework hotline to get the homework help and tutoring support from SCS teachers Monday through Thursday from 4 to 8 p.m. by calling 901-416-1234 or online at homeworkhotline.info. To report a lost or broken device, visit the Shelby County Schools website under the Business Operations Department, Loss Prevention tab, or click on the link on the right of this slide. Parents and students should have received this document with their new Surface Go devices. You can click on the big red button to access the document, which includes links to additional support from Microsoft. We have prepared a document with answers to your frequently asked questions. This document is located on our homepage and will be updated regularly as new information becomes available, so please check back often. You can find the updated versions on our website by clicking on the link at the bottom left of this slide. This is the supply list for the beginning of this school year. It is also available on the homepage of our school website. Please join us at the Back to School Block Party, Saturday, August 29th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Will be held at the Board of Education, where we'll celebrate a new school year and help SCS families power up for day one. See you there. This concludes our presentation. We will now address the questions you entered in the chat box.